Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. If you're new here, my name is Maria and in today's video I have some winter DIYs. I think these turned out beautiful. They were easy to make. I also use mostly Dollar Tree items. They are perfect for winter. You can even start putting them now for Christmas and then leave them till winter. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time I upload. With that being said, now let's craft. For my Hello Winter sign, I use this Decor circle sign. I got this a while back from Dollar Tree. I know Dollar Tree isn't carrying any round decor signs, but Dollar Tree carries so many different things you can use instead, like the stove covers, the charger plates, even the cake pans or the pizza pans. I'm going to start off by removing the tag, and I'm going to paint the back of this sign using my white chalk paint. The next thing I did was draw two lines almost at the bottom. That is where I'm going to write winter, but first I'm going to paint it using the Waverly antique wax. I did add way too much of the antique wax, so I decided to wipe some of it off using a napkin. And I actually like how this left it. I know it looks kind of streaky, but that's what gave it the wood looking color. And I just loved it. I kept doing it until I like how it looked. And this is how it looks once it's nice and dry. I'm going to transfer the word winter, and I used the app Pick Collage, and the font name is King Basil. To transfer the words, I'm going to flip the paper around and scribble the back using this chalk. So when I was about to start tracing it, I couldn't see where the center was at, so that's why I decided to cut this. Then I went ahead and used a pencil to start going over the letters. Once I finished, it looked like this. I know there is a lot of chalk, but don't worry about that now. Don't try to remove it now because you will erase the letters. So now I'm gonna use a small paintbrush and some chalk paint and go over the word. And this is how it looks once I finished going over it. I did go over it twice so it was nice and white. Once it was dry, I used a napkin to wipe down the rest of the chalk. For the word hello, I will be using this wood word that I got from Dollar Tree. You can use some poster letters or even the wood letters that Dollar Tree carries instead. I'm going to remove the tag and paint this using the Waverly chalk paint. The Waverly antique wax. Once again, I'm going to just wipe this a little bit just so it can be light. I'm going to glue this above the winter. For the greenery, I will be using this from Walmart, and I got this last year. I have been trying to look for these at Walmart and I still haven't found these. Hopefully they do bring these in because I love these. These are so cute and are perfect for winter. I'm going to remove 4 stems to use 2 on each side. The next thing I will be doing is just making a bow using this burlap, and this burlap is from Dollar General. I haven't been able to find these at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree does carry regular burlap. Right now they are carrying the one with the lace. To tie my bow, I'm using a piece of jute string, and I made it long enough to where I can add some beads and I can tie this to my sign. The beads I'm using are from Walmart. I will be using only 4. I'm going to just thread them in there on one side, and the other side of the jute string I'm going to use it to tie it to the sign. Now the last thing I did was add these snowflakes that I already had, and I'm going to add them one on each side. And that is it for this beautiful Hello Winter. I absolutely love this. It looks so high end, and it was easy and inexpensive to make. For my next DIY, I will be using this Dollar Tree bamboo cutting board. I'm going to remove the plastic and stain this using the Waverly Antique Wax. This DIY is inspired by my friend Lionette, DIY Beauty on Purpose. She recently did one of these, but she did make a bigger version, so I'll have that video down in the description box so you can definitely go check it out. I am going to use a paper to stain this, or a napkin, I'm sorry. And I ended up switching it to a paintbrush because I realized that the paper soaked too much of the antique wax and I was wasting so much, so I switched it. The next thing I did was print a deer head out. All I did was go to Google and search free printable head, or free head, free head deer printable, or free printable head deer. Something like that. I forgot what I searched. But I did end up cutting the paper just so like that it's easier for me to center it when I do transfer this. To scribble the back, I will be using chalk. And once I'm done doing that, I'm going to place the paper where I want my deer to go. Then with a pencil, I'm going to start tracing it. Another thing you can use is a Cricut. I'm pretty sure it's a lot faster and easier. Since I don't have one, I am transferring this. And I'm going to paint this using a small paintbrush and white chalk paint. Before I add the greenery, I decided to make a hole. This is going to be where I add a piece of jute string and some beads. If you don't have a drill and you can't make a hole like this one, you can always just use a piece of jute string and glue it to the back if you want to hang this. Or you don't even have to hang this, you can just use a stand for this. The beads I will be using are from Walmart. This pack, well, it didn't come in this little container. I actually got this little container from Dollar Tree. But I did get all of these beads from Walmart, and they were like, I'm not sure if it was like, I don't know, 300 pieces or 500 pieces for under $6. And I have been using these, and I still have a lot left, so I think it is worth it to buy them. Plus, they are beautiful colors. The next thing I did was just grab a piece of jute string and put it through the hole, then add some beads, just like my first DIY. For the greenery, I will be using the same pick I used in my first DIY. I'm going to remove 2 stems off, one for each side, and I felt like they were too big, so I did end up cutting them, and I made it to where it only has 2 of the little stems. the next thing I will be doing is gluing it to my sign. After that, I'm going to add a jute string bow I made to the center, and I decided to add another bow right on top of that, and I'm making it out of this burlap ribbon. I got this from Michael's. I then went ahead and added the bow and added 2 pine cones underneath that. And that is it for this deer decor sign. It is one of my favorites. I think it turned out beautiful. For my next DIY, I will be using these beautiful paint jars that I picked up from Dollar General. They were $1 each. They are 2 different sizes, and I know these aren't from Dollar Tree, but Dollar Tree does carry mason jars you can use instead. But I felt like these were perfect for winter. They do have a snowflake printed in the front. For the snow, Dollar Tree also carries snow. I unfortunately couldn't find any, so I went to Walmart and picked this bag up. I'm going to add some snow to the rim of the jars, and I didn't have any Mod Podge, so I am using some regular glue. All I'm doing is putting glue, and I did use my finger just to rub it all around so it's nice and even. Then I sprinkled some of the snow. I will be making snowy mason jars, and to do that I use the snow spray paint, and I got this from Walmart, Dollar Tree, or Dollar General also carry them. There is other ways you can make the mason jars look snowy, but I already had the snow spray, so this is what I used. I'm going to spray both of them, but I didn't use a lot. I also let this dry overnight, and this is how they look once they were dry. I'm going to start off by wrapping the jute string around the jar, but I am making sure I have some strings that are hanging on both sides because I'm going to add some beads. Once I am done wrapping it, I'm going to tie it, and like I said, I'm going to add some beads. I'm going to add one on each end, and I made it to where one was higher than the other. I then added pine cones, 2 to each jar. The last thing I did was add some greenery to these jars. I think they turned out beautiful. There is many other things you can use instead, like fairy lights, candles, LED candles. It's totally up to you. But I just love how these turned out. They turned out beautiful. You gotta let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye.